Hey, what's up, guys? Over here. So it's never been more over. It is official. Gawr Gura is graduating from Hololive. This was a long time coming, but something that millions of people are reacting to right now. And if you're a longtime viewer of the channel and a VTuber fan, you know I've covered her many times over the years, and you were definitely expecting this video today after the announcement yesterday. And if you're not a VTuber fan, I highly encourage that you watch this video to understand why this is such a big deal right now. So as you can see, this is Gawr Gura, a VTuber who's been with the VTuber agency Hololive for about 4.5 years now. However, over the past 2 years or so, she's had several breaks, and there's been times where months have passed between her streams. However, every time she would go live again, she would receive an enormous amount of supports. However, people were anticipating that at some point she would be graduating, which means retiring from the agency, and a lot of rumors started swirling about a week ago when she posted this on her past life account, Senzawa. This is a blue fish referring to her blue shark VTuber model that she uses at Hololive. Now, this is a past life account. If you don't know what that is, it is your former account that you had before you joined the agency, and typically once you're in the agency, you no longer tweet on the past life account, or at least you do very sparingly. And this being tweeted only a few days ago on her alt account, given the recent breaks she's had, people had a feeling this might signal a graduation. Now, you might recognize Senzawa. It's a huge account with only 25 videos, but 1.2 million subs, many of her videos and her meme songs and stuff like that going viral. But over the course of her time at Hololive, she has tweeted twice on this account. Back in 2022, she said, "uh-oh," which caused millions of people to speculate she was graduating back then. However, then on April 9th of this year, we had this blue fish. And as it turns out, all the doom posting about that were correct. She had this announcement saying, "I have to talk to you about something tonight," with a link to a live stream where she would announce her official upcoming graduation from Hololive.
Thank you for your compassion, your creativity, and your dedication to me. Thank you for waiting for me. Thank you for waiting for me to return when the outside world became too much. Let's have as much fun as we can together during these last 2 weeks. Please share your kindness and patience with everyone. And while my time here may be coming to an end, I will cherish the memories that we've made together forever. I have one final project to share with you, and I can't wait for you to see it. I'm feeling really optimistic for the future, and I hope you are too. Thank you, everyone, for letting me be your little shark.
Yep, that was a tough one, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, a lot of people are quite upset, but also happy to congratulate her on such a long career. But as you can see, the attention on this short 8-minute stream is immense. It's #1 on trending right now with over 2 million views, despite only being streamed 14 hours ago. This was a very, very big moment in VTubing history. But like I said, something that people saw coming for quite some time now. And just to give you like a taste of her influence, this was the pre-stream chat before people even knew she was graduating Hololive. That is memberships going off. It's literally breaking the chat. It's going so fast. That's the influence she has. So you're probably wondering why 200,000+ concurrent people would be watching this VTuber, especially if you're not familiar with VTubers. Well, let me explain just how impactful Gawr Gura has been over the years. Right off the bat, she is the most subscribed to VTuber in the world, especially among English VTubers. It's not even close. She is someone who was a part of the first English generation of Hololive called Holomyth. Hololive at the time was a huge Japanese VTuber agency, and Holomyth was their first attempt to bring that stuff over to the English-speaking scene. And everyone in that first generation has had a massive impact on VTubing in the West. I would argue they had the biggest influence over anyone else in terms of getting people interested in VTubers or wanting to be VTubers, and all of them are great examples of what a VTuber should be all about. They brought a lot of the great components of idol culture over from Japan. They brought it over here. All of these people are drama free. They provide great entertainment. They're extremely talented, whether it's as streamers or musicians or what have you. They're all very great, but I will say Gawr Gura had the biggest impact of all of them. She instantly went viral from day one. She helped propel that group and VTubers in general into the West. And it began with this first stream right here titled Shark. And as you can see, it has nearly 6 million views on the VOD from 4 years ago. That is absolutely an insane number. And this stream, ironically enough, would begin very awkwardly with something that would become a meme all the way through her graduation. That was just one of many different memorable moments that would signify her career. In fact, she would get so popular, she wouldn't just reach niche areas of VTubing and streaming, she would literally go mainstream. Last year, Gawr Gura and several other Hololive members literally sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at a Dodgers game. Okay, that's how mainstream they got. In fact, this got so much attention that a lot of people were checking out VTubers for the first time. And also the Dodgers would go on to win the World Series in 2024. No coincidences, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, she's lived an incredibly drama-free career. The only drama that's ever existed over her time was people attacking her. Mainly jealous weirdos like Brittany Venti, and sleep easy at night knowing that Gawr Gura outlived Brittany Venti. That is an accomplishment, but over the years, because of how successful she is and just really being without controversy, people really try to force it over and over and over again. And if you think I talk a lot about Sweet Baby Inc. or Ubisoft, which I do, the only topic I have probably discussed more than stuff like that or anything else on this channel is Gawr Gura. I mean, she's tailor-made. I enjoy her content. I like speaking positively about her. But also, she's been in some of the most ridiculous and forced controversies ever, which she has almost never even acknowledged in any way, shape, or form. She has just continued on and made great content. A great example of what this type of VTuber and their aspirations should be all about. Now, of course, all good things have to come to an end. We have the official announcement here from Hololive that was posted after her brief live stream saying, "We regret to announce that Gawr Gura Hololive English will be graduating on May 1st of 2025, JST. Since her debut as a member of Hololive English Myth 5 years ago, Gura has touched the hearts of fans around the world, become a beloved face for VTubing in its early stages, and played an instrumental role in the growth of Hololive production. To all the fans who have shown their unwavering love and support, we sincerely thank you. While we understand that this news may be difficult for many, we deeply respect and support Gura's decision as she begins her next chapter. We are endlessly grateful for Gura's remarkable contributions and wish her nothing but success and happiness on her journey forward." And for those who don't know as well, she's definitely dealt with a lot of things involving her anxiety and related things over the years. Part of the reason she's had as many breaks as she did, it's been a struggle to deal with the attention and the pressure that's been on her. I think that's very clear. So this is something, like I said, the writing's been on the walls for a very long time. But of course, there's something that a lot of people are looking at right now, and it's the specific mention she made of disagreements with management that we've heard from several Hololive VTubers who recently graduated as well.
This has been a very long time coming. But today, I am here to announce that I will be graduating from Hololive on May 1st, 2025, JST. My reasons being disagreements with management and company direction.
So looking at that set of comments, and like I said, the previous and similar comments made by other major Hololive VTubers who have graduated, people are starting to speculate that maybe there's something going on here in the company. However, if you look at the impact of the stock here, I'll just show from the past 5 days here, you can see the moment she announced her graduation, a 10% drop off in Cover Corp's stock. That's not too surprising, and people are kind of looking at this whole situation from a bird's eye view and saying Gura announces graduation, she's audibly upset and crying. Reason for this is disagreements with Hololive management. What the hell's going on here? And you can see this tweet's got 77,000 likes. A lot of people are also asking these questions. Unfortunately, it's going to be very confusing. I have no answers for you, obviously, at this point. It's all speculation, and I think people should also understand that a lot of this stuff comes from what I would imagine is corpo speak about disagreements with Hololive management and the direction of the company. But one thing is definitely worth noting, and it's that Hololive recently went public. And typically, when a company goes public, you might have massive internal changes, especially with the direction of the company. But again, this is speculation, and she might be using corpo speak to make this kind of a neat and organized way of leaving the company without getting into specifics. Again, we will never know, but overall, a pretty crazy set of developments. And you can see the CEO of Cover Corp personally thanking her under the announcement tweet of her graduation, saying, "Thank you, Gura-san, for all of your hard work in Hololive English. Because of you and other members of Hololive English, Hololive became so loved and popular in English-speaking countries. I'm so grateful for everything you've done. Thank you with all my heart." And obviously, there was a great relationship with the company. There had to be for all of these years. But if things fall off, especially after going public, we don't really know. And if this is corpo speak that she used in her announcement, again, it's all speculation, but I think that's kind of where people should leave it at this point. But clearly, her leaving the company's had a significant impact already. I mean, they lost the bragging rights to having the biggest VTuber in the world and being the ones that have Gawr Gura on their roster. It's a big hit, and obviously it's going to impact the stock as well. But where we go with Hololive here, anyone who thinks this is the end, I think they're being incredibly dramatic. But I think it's definitely fair to question where the direction of the company is going at this point after losing several big talents, including their biggest one, Gawr Gura. But at the end of the day, I think people are going to be sad about this news, but also they should be very appreciative of everything that she's given the VTubing scene and really just content creation in general throughout her time with Hololive. And I have a very, very strong feeling based on her words of her upcoming things going on with her future that she's likely going to return to her Senzawa account or something new and try to keep going with content creation. I have a strong feeling about that. So again, lots to be thankful for, and I'm glad they got to enjoy her content. I'm sure tons of you watching this video are grateful as well. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.